Darkness at noon in the centre of Tehran. In the Grand Bazaar, there's yet another power cut. The government blames sanctions and reduced hydroelectric power because of a drought, but mismanagement and lack of investment are equally to blame. So once again here today in the bazaar they've got a power cut, as usual I guess, because it happens most days. There's a bit of light coming in here, but if you come right into the main of the stalls, it really is very dark indeed. It's kind of hard to do business, hard to see what kind of stock you've got on the shelves. And people are getting used to this because there's maybe 2 hours of power cuts every day, sometimes up to 4 hours without power. When we have a power cut, we can't do anything, complains this shopkeeper. The heat is really bad too. All we can do is just sit around. The economy is getting really bad. It's made life really difficult for people. We just don't earn enough to live on. Even with the lights back on, ordinary Iranians are complaining. There's high unemployment and inflation of at least 25% a year. And sanctions on Iran's banks are making it harder and harder to do business internationally. Tehran's world-famous carpet traders say these are tough times.
A lot of banks from Europe to USA, they stopped to work with Iranian banks. So we cannot sell a lot of carpets to Europe or other countries. And even here, Iranian people now are not very interested to buy nomad carpet or city-made carpet because they don't want to spend too much money for these nice handicrafts.
And yet in prosperous North Tehran, money is pumping into the property market. Rents are almost as high as London or New York. The problem is that extra cash from record oil revenues has put the economy off balance, and the government is only just realising its mistake.
Due to the pressures of inflation and the results of inflation for the government from even election point of view, the government has accepted these pressures to spend less. Economically is accepting the reality that inflation is not tolerable for the general public.
Of course, being the world's fourth largest oil exporter helps to solve a few problems. But the withdrawal recently of the French energy company Total from a major gas project underlined the lack of international confidence in Iran's economy. With the economic problems growing, the government is now considering more orthodox solutions, including possibly converting subsidies into cash handouts. But with the presidential election less than a year away, this may not be the moment for the government to take really hard choices. John Lyne, BBC News, Tehran.